Welcome to Planet Play, an educational game about helping your community be more sustainable through short, interactive minigames. In this video, we will be taking a deep dive into Planet Play, each of its minigames, its messaging, and the end goal of the game. Let's get started. Immediately upon booting up the game, the player is tasked with customizing their character. This is an important aspect of the game, as we want everyone who plays the game to feel represented, and to have an avatar that assists not only in immersion, but to also empathize with their actions as they move through the experience. The customization shop also provides incentive to play the minigames multiple times and to explore the world, as coins gathered in the games and in the world can be used here to buy new and exciting outfits to further fulfill the fantasy of each person. After creating our character, we are then taken to the school, a tutorial area where players learn the ins and outs of controlling their character, interacting with minigames, and moving the camera. This area is impossible to fail, encouraging even the most unfamiliar with gaming conventions a safe space to get comfortable with the controls before hopping into the next area. After exiting the school, the game world truly opens up for the first time. The player is given full control here to interact, collect, and explore. Coins are scattered throughout the world, providing a fun incentive to check every nook and cranny of the playable space, even the rooftops. People also dot the landscape and roam freely around the town, most of which who have fun snippet of dialogue or hints to discover and enjoy. After walking around for a bit, players will make their way to one of currently 4 minigames. Let's start with Lightbulb Labyrinth. In this minigame, the player is tasked with changing out old light bulbs in their home for new and energy-efficient alternatives. The goal of the game is to replace every bulb in a level in the shortest time possible, encouraging replayability and mastery of each level. We currently have 4 levels of Lightbulb Labyrinth: the tutorial, the ground floor, the second floor, and finally, the garden outside. Let's move on to the next minigame, Transit Triumph. This minigame was born out of our Electric Vehicles initiative. The goal of the game is to convince each business and homestead in the region to switch to some sort of emission-reducing alternative by using your growing reputation and word of mouth. Each business that you convince will cause your reputation to rise further, allowing you to convince even more customers. You can also build new charging stations for these electric vehicles, making them more accessible to everyone. Once every business has found alternatives, the game is complete. This game is relaxing, no technical skill required experience that anyone can play and enjoy, and teaches about how even local changes can snowball into big impact in our communities. On to the next minigame, Reef Real Estate. In this minigame, you use old boilers used in coal power plants as a platform for coral reefs, providing a home for wildlife deep below the waves. This is inspired by a real initiative by Southern Company, and the ties to taking the old products and using them for a more sustainable world resonate throughout the experience. Players must take preset coral pieces and manipulate them in order to fill up the boiler's surface, leaving no space unfilled. This is a puzzle game with no timer, so players are encouraged to take their time and come up with unique solutions to each puzzle. The last minigame has arrived, River Refurb. This minigame tasks the player with hopping into a boat and collecting trash that has floated down the river, depositing it safely into the garbage bins on the shore. This minigame is all about teaching people that organizing cleanup efforts in their communities can be a safe and fun way to impact change around them. After a set amount of time clearing the trash in the river, players are tasked with taking the bags that they collected and using them in the second half of the game, flinging them into the garbage truck waiting on the shore. Inspired by Angry Birds, this second half of the minigame is fast, frantic fun as you race against the clock to get the most bags into the truck as possible. And that was the last of our minigames for now. I hope you'd enjoyed this video on our product, and we encourage you to play it for yourself once it is fully released. Thank you for watching.